What is going on, guys? It's Show DZ back with another video. So as you guys know, I was going to pick up Nioh and I picked it up and I'm having a lot of fun playing the game right now, right? And as many of you know or may not know, Nioh is a super difficult game in the vein of Dark Souls. And at first I didn't really like those kind of games because I just thought they were like hard for the sake of being hard. But now it's like I kind of get it, and I'm starting to like games like that more than just, I don't know. I'll use Uncharted as an example of a game where it's just like fun from start to finish, where you never like challenged to the point where it's like, damn, I gotta put the controller down because I'm about to like throw it or something like that, right? So what I want to talk to you guys about is just how rewarding uh, playing difficult games like Nioh and getting better at those type of games can be, as opposed to just playing simple casual games. So the first thing I've noticed playing Nioh, because I played Nioh for the first time last year with the first alpha, and the game was a little bit harder back then. There was I think it was just the fact that there was more enemies throughout the first level or whatever, first mission, and they kind of cut back some. But then at the same time, there's the fact that I've gotten better at the game too, so I'm going through it. Obviously I know where a lot of the enemies and stuff are going to be at, but I don't know, it's just something about me knowing exactly like what I'm supposed to be doing, how I'm supposed to defeat this. And I even though I went through and I knew what I was doing for the most part, there were still times when I died because I was being stupid. But never have I played a game where it's been like strictly just me messing up and not looking at how I'm playing to get better at the game. So like they have enemies called like Oni or yokai or something like that in Nioh that are like demons or whatever, right? So I get to this one particular Oni in the first mission, and I'm like, alright, I've beaten him before. I beat him in the alpha, right? So I go up to him, I'm confident, right? I go up to him and he's doing like, different attacks. Obviously, like, the enemies in the game are going to switch up their attack patterns and whatnot. So he's doing different attacks. I'm like, okay, let me dodge this, let me dodge that. And then I get cocky and I'm using just one of the stances for the axe, because that's like the primary weapon I like to use is the axe. I'm using like the slowest, most powerful one, and the next thing you know, boom, boom, 3 hits and I'm dead. I'm like, yo, what is going on? So then I take the time, to kill all the enemies and whatnot in the area, try and get some better gear, get some more whatever the stuff is called, Amrita or whatever, the XP stuff to level up my character. And then I'm like, alright, it's time to go fight this guy again. So I go in there this time. I'm like, alright, I got my bombs on lock. So I go up to him, I throw like 3 bombs, bow, 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 right? And then next thing you know, he's getting closer to me because it didn't really hurt him, because you need like special bombs and arrows and stuff to really hurt the Oni in the game. And the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, he running up on me again. I'm like, alright, let me hit this dodge move. To the left, to the right, right? And then the same thing starts happening where he's, still beating me. And then he ends up killing me again, right? So I'm like, alright, at this point, I'm getting a little pissed. It's late. It's probably like, I don't know, I want to say about 12:30, 1 o'clock whenever I was playing this part of the mission. And then I go through the same process, and then this time I decide to like switch it up. So I use some different items, and eventually ended up beating him. And after that, it's like I just felt like accomplished, because what I was doing before obviously wasn't working, but then I switched it up. I had to learn what to do. I had to trial and error to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. And it's like, alright, now I've had to fight like other enemies that are like him, and I haven't made that same mistake, right? And what this like does is like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's like so much more rewarding than just like going through like a shooter or something and just knowing that all you got to do is, you know, get a couple headshots or something like that. It's like, no, you really need to know what you're doing, and the fact that you do know what you're doing is a much like more rewarding experience. And yeah, I think Nioh does a good job of like not, I don't want to say like not giving like the person playing like a whole lot of information, but it's like you really do have to like take the time to like learn enemies' attack patterns and stuff. And I feel like the game is like super balanced in a way that, you know, you have a stamina meter and like all the enemies and stuff have stamina meters too, so it's like you never feel like the game is being unfair. You just feel like, all right, I need to, you know, adjust my plan of attack and things like that. But yeah, I'm really liking Nioh a lot. And I don't know, I've never really been too interested in Dark Souls because of like the lore and stuff, but like ninjas and samurais and stuff like that has always interested me. So that's why Nioh is kind of like, yo, as soon as I played the alpha last year, it was put on my radar. And then I played it last year and I was like, yo, this game is hard as hell. And then I just kept playing it. I think it took me about a solid week just to beat that first mission in the alpha. And it was just like, yo, I kind of like this feeling of like being challenged by games again, because up until that point of playing Nioh last year, I had just been playing, you know, like casual games and stuff like that weren't really challenging me. And like I had gotten to the point where I'm like, all right, I would start off playing a game on like the hardest difficulty or something like that, because I'm like, you know, normal isn't really normal, it seems like easy. And that's like just a product of me playing games for so long. But I don't know, I've gotten to this point where I've like evolved as a gamer, where I'm looking for more of a challenge in my games. And I think that Nioh and maybe the Dark Souls series, maybe I need to check out Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne is definitely the route that I'm going towards. Obviously I'm still gonna play like you know, simple games like Titanfall or something like that. I hop on there and play some multiplayer, Battlefield, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really liking the difficulty in Nioh, and I hope that the game does well and is very successful, and other developers see that, okay, it's all right for us to make difficult games, people will still play them and like them, you know. It seems like a lot of times like Dark Souls has like a cult following because like so many people won't play it because it's difficult. But I don't know, I feel like Nioh could be the same way, but we'll see. Like, I don't know, I just enjoying it a lot, guys. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about. Just wanted to tell you like, yo, I'm enjoying Nioh, and it's made me come to the realization that like playing difficult games like that, where you got to know what you're doing, you know about your equipment and micromanage many other things throughout the game, is like fun. It's a more fun way to play video games as opposed to just playing casual games. And yeah, guys, so if you thought this random talk about difficulty in games and Nioh was interesting, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're playing Nioh, or if I should check out Bloodborne or the Dark Souls series. And yeah, so thanks, and have a good one, guys.